Live. Okay, we're live.
All right, after some technical difficulties, we're going to open our meeting at 19:04. And any changes to the agenda?
None for me.
I don't have
We lost
anything.
Evan. Like we lost Evan.
Did we lose Evan?
Yeah, he left, and we started the meeting without him. He'll be back.
Here he comes.
Okay, so any changes to the agenda?
No.
Okay, I'll make a motion. We approve the agenda as presented.
I second that motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Old business, no business today. Action items,
None.
financial accounts payable. Oh, you have something?
All business.
Okay.
Minutes. Minutes from the April 20th meeting.
Yes. Did you miss us?
Oh, hold it. Richard can't vote because he didn't get a chance to review them.
Oh, he didn't? Okay.
Well, he didn't get it.
I've looked at the minutes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
All
was
right.
able to.
So,
I did not find any issues with them.
okay. So minutes have been approved.
I'd move that we approve them for the April 20th meeting.
Correct.
Yes. Okay. Are we all here now? Because
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
approved them and voted on them already, but that's okay.
The April 20th, Jim?
Yeah. Yes. I believe so. Yeah.
Um,
Anyway. April 20th.
I don't think you did.
Just a minute. Let me go back up and look here. What? April 20th. Yeah, we did. That's what we just talked about. I made a motion. Evan seconded it, and we voted.
No, you voted on the agenda.
No, we
Yeah.
voted on the minutes. We moved on to
Okay.
the minutes.
Yep.
Okay, I missed that.
Yes, you did.
So did I. So did I.
Okay. Well, so I asked about minutes. Nobody said anything. So I said, okay, never mind. So we've approved both the agenda and the minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
All righty. I'm still here somewhere.
All right. Old business.
There is no old business.
Right. Financial, accounts payable. Any questions on accounts payable?
Just a second here. I had something. I was wondering on number 2 of the accounts. Was
Right.
that a special cleaning to get the place ready for perhaps somebody else moving in?
That's correct.
Okay. And let me see, I might have something else here. On number 11, there's a whole bunch of different things listed there.
Right.
Yeah, and
That's
it
the credit
says the training site phone. That seems a little high to me.
Well, that's the typical bill for out there. That's internet and phone.
Oh, both together? Okay.
Yep.
Maybe we've gone by them so fast anyway. So, and then the water on or not the water, the PUD on 13 and 14. That seemed a little high to me, but maybe it isn't. I don't know.
I think that's
Um,
typical.
That's typical, yeah.
Okay. Some of the stuff just didn't seem typical. Okay, I think those are the only ones that I had, so thank you.
Evan, anything?
Nope.
Okay,
I'd move we approve them.
I second that.
okay, all in favor? Aye.
All right.
Aye.
Okay, job description. So we've all had a chance to review the updated job description the chief sent. Any questions about that?
I thank you. I thank you for taking in some of my concerns on that, Chief.
Not a problem. That is something that we did with one of the previous ones, and it's just a reminder thing. We just gotta, we'll just have to pick that up.
Mm-hmm. And thanks for answering some of the other questions I had too about line of authority and that kind of stuff. So
Not a problem.
Okay. So
I mean, if you got any questions, I mean, like I said in the ad issue, we're trying to keep it as basic as possible, and all the other entities. So I think we've captured what we want to get out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make a motion. We approve the job description as presented.
I'll second that.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, new business. Any new business? No new business. Brings us to fire chief comments.
So I only got three things. As you probably all saw, the Chelan conference has been canceled. Nothing we didn't expect. I heard over the last couple of days that there's discussion about possibly having a fall training thing, but the way everything else has been falling, I expect that even that and the conference, the commissioners conference in October, will probably be canceled. So we've got the funds if it comes up. If it doesn't, we move on to next year. You guys all probably were aware we had a fatality fire last Friday.
Yes.
I've talked to the fire marshal, I've talked to the officers that were involved. It's unfortunate that it happened the way it did. They didn't discover the victim until 22 minutes in. And there's still some question as to whether he was in the location he was found the first time the crew came past him, or whether somehow he exited after they went past and they found him the second time around. But his burns were not survivable, is what it boiled down to. And unfortunately, the way the place was grown over with bushes, you couldn't even see was there. The guys were there pretty much all night long, even though this fire came in about 5:30 in the afternoon. So for a typical mobile home fire, it was a long event. So anyway, the last thing, well, at least two of you got a letter, I hope, over the weekend about my retirement. Apparently Richard didn't get any of that, and so it's not really something I want to get into right now, but as I put in the letter, July 31st, Friday the 31st is my intended last day here. And what I would like to do, and I've had this conversation with Commissioner Smoker, what I'd like to do is have an executive session as soon as we can, and go over what I would recommend to you as the next steps. Again, as I've put in the letter, Mike and Dawn and I have been talking about a lot of things. Right now, everything's operations. What it boils down to after the July 31st is who's going to run the whole show. So that's something I think we should have a conversation about, and then you guys should have the opportunity to ask me questions, and then ask all these guys around here questions about what they think. So that would be my my offering to you, is that we have these conversations and then we move on.
Definitely.
Are
So when would you like to have that
proposing
executive session?
Yeah.
Richard was saying something.
No, that was my question. When would be a good time to have that?
Well, we could, Jim and I discussed possibly having it on the 18th. The only issue right now, obviously, is the governor's proclamation. We don't know if that's going to change between now and the 18th. I did have a conversation, I was talking with Brian about another issue the other day, and he basically said he's got a lot of fire districts having meetings. It just depends on what we want to do. We
Well,
can
I
wait
have
till the
not
first
read-
meeting in June.
I haven't read the full latest proclamation, but I thought they said meetings of 5 or less were okay. But like I said, I haven't read it, so I'm not sure.
I didn't see that part, Jim. I was talking to Brian on I believe it was Thursday, he and I talked, and, he said, really, you guys got to make a decision whether you want to do that or not.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with the meeting in person as long as we can maintain the social distancing guideline.
Again, that would be up.
I'm looking at the Washington phase approach, and in phase 2 is where you can have a gathering of no more than 5 people outside your household per week.
Okay, so that's phase 2.
That's phase 2.
So
And,
hopefully by the 18th, hopefully by the 18th we'll be in phase 2.
It would be
Will
nice.
we get in
yeah.
trouble if we go outside of those guidelines?
Well, the issue,
No, it's guidelines.
yeah, Evan, Brian basically said, we have to make that choice. A lot of departments he works with are making that choice to go ahead and have these meetings. It's gotta be totally your call. So I could go ahead and put one on the agenda for the 18th if you would want. And then you guys could choose, at that meeting, you could choose to have it or not choose to have it.
Right. So the issue,
But
like I said, I don't have a problem with it.
But I would
Go ahead.
I would not want to have a executive meeting over the phone or over
Yeah.
the internet and that kind of stuff. I think we have
Right.
to have that in person.
Correct. That is absolutely correct.
I'm okay without having a meeting.
I mean, we had our first meeting that way.
Yeah.
We could do it the same way. We could keep the agenda small and include the executive session. Again, it's not going to be public. Bill and I have been talking about what we got to do to make that a YouTube meeting, set up a camera in there and stuff. So, we would just have to get that, maybe expedite a little bit of our ideas to make that happen.
Would it be better if we had an executive session on a night when we didn't have a meeting? Then there might not be any issue with challenging some of the other stuff we did.
I don't think it would make a difference because we're asking public not to attend right now because of the governor's proclamation. If we just meet ourselves, it's going to be the same situation as we had the very first meeting of this COVID
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would make a difference.
Okay.
So would you like me to go ahead and we'll just plan the 18th meeting for in-house for the 4 of us and staff,
Yes.
and we'll include an executive session?
Yes.
That sounds good.
That would be fine.
Okay, that's what we'll plan for.
Okay.
That's all I've got for tonight.
All right. That brings us to commissioner comments. Commissioners?
Yes, I had one. In the information section that was attached, there was a donation from an individual. I
Yeah,
was wondering what that donation might have been.
It was for someone's family member who had passed away.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It was money.
It was money. Yeah.
Okay. And that, I think if I remember right, that's legal for us to do that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This seems like the first one that's come up since I've been a commissioner, so that's why I'm just asking these things.
Yeah, it doesn't happen as
Well,
often as it used to.
Yeah, I could say, Richard, that every now and then we'll see, maybe up to $50 or something like that. I believe this one was $250, and I don't think we see those very often.
Okay.
It was actually $300.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. And that goes into the general pot? Is that what happens?
We put it into the F72 fund, which is where we put all our donations,
Okay.
and then it's used usually for special projects.
All right. Thank you.
Any other commissioner
Uh,
comments?
Did anybody have any comments about the information stuff?
Well, there was
You
a
mean the
couple of
card?
kudos in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There were several cards and then a couple of letters.
Right.
Yes,
Right. Yeah.
yes. One in particular, who was it? It was, Snohomish County Sheriff's Office. Sergeant.
Oh, the deputy.
Was,
Yes.
the deputy sent a thank
Yeah.
you to the crew.
Right.
And then Christina got a thank you letter for a crew going out and doing a drive-by happy birthday thing for a kid. That was real nice.
Yeah, I was kind of interested in that request came from here in the city, and it went into District 7. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, we had a couple, we actually had 3 that week, and 2 of them got kind of screwed up on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also wanted to, I saw, I think, Chief, in your notes to the staff there, that the 7 new part-timers, they're still on hold, are they?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to hold off on those people until things have quieted down a little bit. So, I know it's going to be a while. We're going to be protective of the people for a while. And at some point, once we start opening up the training site, that's when we'll bring those people in. It was kind of hard to think about bringing new people in, not knowing what kind of experience they've had, what their skill level is, and then just throwing them right into a mix of people who are having to wear this full protective gear every day. And the other part of it is, it was hard to think of bringing them in and being exposed to guys who maybe are exposed to patients, and then we give the virus to one of these new people who we don't even know if we're going to keep yet. So there's a lot of factors in deciding when to bring these guys in, and we're going to have to take it week by week and see what's happening with operations. Again, once we loosen up the training site and are able to get back out with people, then we'll consider bringing them in.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any other comments? Anybody? All right, with that, we'll close the meeting at 19:24 hours.
Okay, thank you guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good
Good night.
night.
Have a good night.